This is Algebra 2, notes on section 3.2, solving systems of equations. This is period 1 on September 19th. Everybody in the room knows that they are being recorded. First thing is definition of system of equations, which is basically more than one equation with more than one variable. Pause the video, write that definition down. And the next thing is the steps for the substitution method. So in this video, we are going to be doing notes on substitution. In further videos this week, we will be doing notes on other methods. So write this down, pause the video, write this down. All right, here's our first problem. And the first step for substitution method is to get one variable all by itself. That's my first step. And when I'm looking, when I'm looking at this problem, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different places where there are variables. So the easiest way, the way that is most recommended for a problem like this, is to look for the one that has 1 as a coefficient. So here my coefficient is 3, here my coefficient is -1, here my coefficient is 2, here my coefficient is 2. So I'm looking for the one that has 1 as a coefficient, and so I am going to be looking for this variable right here. That's the one I want to get all by itself. So I am going to first of all get rid of the term that's on the same side as that y. So I'm going to get rid of the 3x, which means I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. So 3x cancels, bring down the -y. Don't forget to bring down that negative sign when you bring down the variable. On the right side of the equal sign, 13 and -3x are not like terms. So I'm just going to rewrite them as an expression. And then finally, I've got a -y. If I want to get y all by itself, I've got to get rid of that -1 as the coefficient. So I'm going to divide both sides by -1. All right, so -y divided by -1 is +y. Dividing by -1 just changes all the signs. So every sign becomes the opposite. All right, so that's my first step. Get one variable all by itself. So I've got y all by itself. So now I'm on substitute into the other equation. All right, so what I want to do is I want to take this expression for y. I know that that's what y equals. I'm going to substitute that into the other equation. Okay, I can't use the equation that came from. It has to go into the other one. So I'm going to rewrite that expression. I'm going to substitute. I'm going to rewrite this equation. I'm going to substitute for y. So I've got 2x comes down, plus 2 comes down. Instead of y, I'm writing the expression 3x minus 13. I'm going to include that in parentheses. Minus 13 equals -10. Okay. So now this new equation that I've just written only has one variable. It only has x in it. There are no y's. So we know how to solve this. And my next step is solve. So I'm solving in this case for x, because the new equation only has an x in it. All right, so bring down the 2x. I'm going to distribute that 2 into both of these terms. So 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times negative 13 is negative 26. And then bring down the equals, bring down negative 10. On the left side of the equal sign, I can combine like terms. So I have 2x plus 6x. Bring everything else down. Now I want to get x all by itself. So I'm going to get rid of the term that's on the same side of the equal sign as x. I'm going to add 26 to both sides. 8x comes down, negative 26 cancels. Negative 10 and positive 26 is 16. Divide by 8, good. And x down. So on my list of steps, I just solved for x. I have x equals 2 for this problem. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute that value for x into either one of the original equations. Doesn't matter which one. Alright, so I am going to take that x and I am going to put it back here to the original equation. So I have now 3. Instead of x, I've got 2 minus y equals 13. And now I'm going to solve this. 3 times 2 is 6. Subtract 6 from both sides. Negative y equals 7. Divide both sides by negative 1. Y equals negative 7. And so I did this now. I solved for the other variable. I have y equals negative 7. And then finally, write your ordered pair. So I've got 2, negative 7 is my solution. All right. So that is my first problem. It took me 7 minutes to do that one. You should try to do the next one by yourself. I'm going to do this even quicker this time so the video doesn't get too long. Okay, so pause the video, try this by yourself. I'm going to plug my 2/3 into y. Here. This is going to go here. Not that much. Guys, keep it down for me, please.
It's a little down. Kind of set, yeah.
All students traveling to the 4th building, please report to the auditorium.
All right, 3 on the
All
top,
students
cancel
will
to
be
3 on the
traveling to the
bottom.
4th building, please report to the
And so I've got 1 times 2 on the top, 1 times 1 on the bottom, so this just becomes plus 2. Subtract 2 on both sides. Negative x equals negative 1. Alright, just have to divide both sides by negative 1.
Yeah, wait, don't worry. You got it. Don't worry, you got it.